Hola, ¿qué tal, mi gente? Thank you for pressing play on this YouTube video. This is another SoCal Sound session. I'm Byron Gonzalez, and I am very happy to welcome in studio today guitarist, singer, songwriter. We got Luz Elena Mendoza Ramos of La Bamba here in front of me. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy muy bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, aquí. Un gusto de tenerte aquí. You just came off of a sold-out show at Lodge Room. How did you feel the energy that night?
You know, I always feel very grateful and also kind of oscillating from disbelief to, feeling grateful to have created such strong community the last couple of years. Como no me la creo, de neta, cuando digo eso no me la creo. Ayer hasta mencioné eso ayer en el show. Estaba como, wow, like, you're all here. All of you are here. So it made me feel really good. It makes me feel supported, of course, and seen. We were just talking before this interview, but it's like family. Family is very important for me. And so when I see like a whole room just filled with like people that I can mirror with and relate with, imagínate cómo me siento yo, pues.
Qué orgullo.
Es un orgullo.
Y también más, they just released their new album, Lucha y La Bamba. Is out now. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I've been playing it on my show a lot. I do want to talk about the album, but first I want a little bit of establishing questions. I want to know a little bit of background. What was your first instrument that you picked up?
Singing.
Singing was the first thing. That kind of came naturally, or did you look up to a musician or your parents or?
Well, I think, okay, how do I say this? Well, growing up, like I grew up in a very, musical, rich, culture, como la música es bien importante en nuestra cultura, ¿verdad?
Yeah, bailamos este fin de semana.
Todo como se expresa, como yo, pues desde niña estoy mirando a todos cómo se están expresando, expressing themselves, and like you pick up on that's in our blood. It's before you actually see it in your environment of how to emote and like convey a feeling, right? You see like, Juan Gabriel is just like,
Yes.
So you're just learning this and it's natural. It's so visceral. So singing was just, part of the, what we did, what we all do. Even if you don't think you sing good or whatever, who cares? It's like singing is a huge part of the way that I've learned to emote as a little kid in la iglesia, las alabanzas.
Okay.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Ahí es, pues cantar es vida. Es como, sí. So I would say singing is my first instrument.
Your first love to music and connection.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember, and then, so you started singing, but when did songwriting also come into it? When you
Since I was little.
Also little?
I was really little. Yo no sabía lo que estaba haciendo, pero yo le pegaba ahí un little like box that my dad had that made for his shoes. And I would turn it around and this is, I remember having like these really specific memories. My dad would take us in his truck and we would be in the back on the pickup truck and we would be running errands and part of those errands was like him going paying for the water, electricity, and we would go and translate and go up there and be like blah blah blah. And then we would go back in the pickup truck and like I would be singing like Cielito Lindo or something. Como música que se escuchaba desde niña.
Yeah.
Y mis hermanos estaban ahí en la troca and they would also be like, encouraging me or doing whatever they were doing. I don't know if they knew the song. And then we would get home, and finally my dad would get us 2 hot dogs, and we'd go home. And then I would get the box I was talking about, the shoe box, and I'd turn it around now, stand on top of it, and I had a little stick, le pegaba, y con el ritmo allí así me escribía las canciones.
Wow, you improvised.
Pero desde niña cuando tenía como, no sé, como 10, 9, 8, 7, like escribiendo. Me robaba los tapes de mi mamá, de unos de I don't know, some like, Ramona Ayala tape or whatever. And I would put toilet paper on them, and this is bad because they got
really?
Yeah, because luego they figured out that I was like taking their tapes, but I don't even know how I found that out. You put the toilet paper in there and then you record your own stuff over it.
What?
You can record. You basically mess up. You mess up your parents' tape, so because you're erasing everything.
Yeah. You were doing like bedroom recording before
since I was
it
little, and with
wow.
no instrument, and with no instruments, no guitars or anything. I was just singing,
So you kind of already knew music was your life. Like, would you even imagine yourself doing anything else but music right now or at some point?
I feel I'm smiling because it's the most simple answer and the most, there's so much conviction in what I want to say. But since I was little, I've always known I wanted to play music and sing, like singing. I've always known it. That's one of the things has been the most consistent in my life, obviously attached to, otras cosas, pero es de cantar, de emote. Yo puedo decir que a lo mejor somos como, hablo mucho de esto como somos algoritmos ancestrales, ¿verdad? De algo de lo que pasó en el pasado.
Yeah.
Somos repetitions. So like I'm just like a little repetition of what happened
going
in
back
the
in
past.
circles.
So I believe that once I was born, I know this is all getting all crazy talk, but like once I was born, I do believe that I was like, I arrived in the body with a message, with whatever it is that I need to explore and
That's
to convey.
great.
We all have that.
Yeah. There's something that just pulls you to your career.
Or just your person.
Yeah.
Your career is like maybe part of that, but like you as a person.
Yeah, absolutely. I do have some really simple questions that I want to do so people can know you a little better. And these questions you can say yes, no. It can be very simple, right? Okay. Or you can get into it. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
What's your favorite planet? Do you have one?
Jupiter.
Are aliens real?
Yes.
Are ghosts real?
Yes.
Bigfoot real?
Yes.
What are your favorite bands currently?
What are my favorite bands currently?
Like if you open up your Spotify or your Apple Music or however you listen to music, what's like?
I listen a lot to Salt. I've been listening a lot to, if I'm saying it right, SAULT, Orion Sun, or is that Orion spelled? Orion Sun. I'm listening to Cleo Soul. Really love Cleo Soul. Oh my gosh, I know I'm missing. So
It's
I'm
okay.
gonna walk
It's
away
okay.
and be like, damn it, I didn't say that.
You can send us a text later. We'll add
My
it.
friend Isabel Walker just released a record. She's also sings with Bamba. Been listening to her.
Oh yeah, she's great.
And oh my gosh, I know there's like so much on the tip of my tongue that
It's okay. It's a loaded question because
It is.
there's so much music out
there's
there.
this band that I found out in Mexico City. They're not from Mexico City, but they're from Colombia called La Perla. They're like a trio of girls. They like have no guitars. It's just all like percussion and vocals and like all these traditional Colombian instruments, I believe.
I gotta look them up.
Amazing. Perla.
Perla.
They played with Son Rompepera.
Oh no way! So they're in that energy.
Yeah, they were like, oh, so good. I mean, their own matriarch. Yeah,
That's
so
awesome. What's your favorite book?
I'm a really horrible reader,
Okay.
but one of my favorite things to read, one of the things I've read, is is Eva Luna, House of Spirits. I've loved that book. And other than that, I mean,
Can be simple.
I can't, let's just keep it there because right now I want to think about all these like self-help books I'm reading and, I just finished reading also my cousin's book, Funeral for Flaca.
Oh, interesting.
Emily Prado also lives in Portland, Oregon.
That's your cousin?
And yes, she's. Do you know? Have you
No, I
heard
haven't
it?
heard
You
it,
should
but
definitely
now I'm gonna look
read
it
that
up.
book, Funeral for Flaca.
Funeral for Flaca.
Yeah.
Are you coffee or tea?
Tea.
Tea. What's your favorite Mexican food?
Okay, I love Mexican seafood. I
Mexican
love
seafood.
ceviche,
Caldo.
pero también me encanta un pozole con pata de puerco.
Oh, that's good.
Pozole rojo.
That's bomb.
Pero también me encantan los uchepos. Como los tamales y todo eso. Pues la comida michoacana dicen que es pues la más buena.
Okay. You heard it here.
En la comida oaxaqueña también. Pero,
You heard it.
Yeah.
How about regular food? Besides Mexican food?
Wait, Mexican food is regular food.
Okay, that's your answer. That's your answer. Nothing but Mexican food. What's like a fun fact about you? Or a hidden talent that you have that isn't like involved with music?
A fun fact about me and a hidden talent. I'll say the things that maybe my people don't know. I run, I have a dog, and I make paper mache masks, and I like doing papel picado.
Oh, what is papel picado? Is that paper mache in Spanish?
Yeah, papel picado, yeah.
Oh,
No.
cool.
Paper mache is when you fucking are trying to create like, structure, or
Right.
like in this case, I make masks.
Oh, cool. Is that
Papel picado is when you're doing the paper cuts. Like, when you see, like, I don't, that's not what I make though, but the flags for el Dia de los Muertos y todo eso, como todo ese
Oh,
papel
that's
picado.
cool. Okay. I
Pero
didn't know that.
yo lo hago más
Detailed?
in the record. There is a piece, an art piece that I did, que es de papel picado. Lo corto con un X-Acto knife on Bristol paper.
That's cool.
So if you see the record, we can give you one, and I'll show it to you later.
Oh, cool. And so did you do the paper mache in the new music video that you did, the
I
mini
did,
film?
pero apenas se ve.
Yeah.
Lo hicimos bien rápido y no se puede mirar la máscara
okay.
de tigre que
That's
hice.
what's
Lo hice
cool.
bien rápido.
That whole scene gave me chills, really. It was like...
You saw it?
I saw it.
That's cool. I
saw
haven't
it.
seen it since it's been released.
Yeah,
properly.
they have a mini film out right now. It's super cool. It combines like 3 songs. Collapse, Lluvia de Guadalajara. And then it was Dibujos. So good. Go watch it right now. Press pause and then go watch it.
My phone's on, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, now let's talk about Lucha, the newly released album. So I printed this out so you can hold it, and I want you to tell me what you feel. Maybe just first off, we'll start off with like surface level. What are some of the thoughts that come to you when you look at your album?
I look at this pic right here. This ramo de flores. Este ramo de flores aquí it's not real. It's fake. My mom used to make these with her sisters and used to make manteles for everything, basically. And this flower holder for fake flowers were, the pins, the clothing line pins, like the wood ones.
Yeah. Classic.
She would break them apart and glue them. She would like make a whole thing out of these clothing pins.
Oh, that's cool. You can see that.
You can't even tell. Yeah. You can't tell.
No, but when you grab a...
But I'll show you later what it looks like. But my mom used to spend so much time, like my mom's an artist.
So it
like
rubbed
my
off
mom
on you.
just like, makes her little things, but she doesn't even like think she's an artist, Ella se la pasa, como mi abuelita, ella se la pasa cociendo, making stuff, but like, so this brings me back a lot of memories.
This is
our cassette deck right here, and like our record player.
Yeah.
And this was Halloween. It's my brother's favorite holiday is Halloween. Rolando. This is my brother Rolando y Gerardo. My little brother Jerry.
Okay, so you're the middle child. Are you?
I am the middle child. Yes.
Realization.
I didn't think about it. I have 3 brothers in total. These are just the 2 brothers that I grew up with the majority of my life.
Cool.
But yeah, this was, I remember this. I remember that sweater. I remember cómo me picaba aquí, porque no era, sí, me picaba dentro. Y los dulces, sí, es bien interesante cómo las memorias, aunque esto fue tan long ago, I can still remember, like, looking at my reflection on the shiny mask.
Oh, interesting. There's so many cool little hidden things.
Yeah, totally. So
now,
family.
That's awesome. Now, I know this it's an album of a lot of things that you've experienced through the pandemic. And I saw another interview that you said there was a lot of pain behind this. But now that it's out, did it help you heal from that pain now that it's out and everybody's listening to it and enjoying it?
I think just like moving through things in general, I feel like maybe this applies to people who are alive on this planet.
Yeah.
I think it's important to move through things. And so I think that in itself helps one heal if they have the privilege and opportunity to get through that side to the other.
Nice.
And I think that I at least speak for myself, I just don't fully heal. It's just like a continuation.
Yeah.
Qué bueno que tuve la oportunidad de, pues,
channel it.
De tener una manera de hacer eso, pero it's still a continuation.
Yeah, and then other people who also feel pain could also, like, because you wrote it, because you translated your pain through this, you're helping other people heal as well.
Pues ojalá.
Sí.
Sí, así se quiere hacer la cosa, ojalá.
Yeah. Was there a song what's like one of the songs in this album that kind of evokes a happy memory? Maybe it was during the studio. There's something that happened during the session, or maybe there was a song you recorded that day, but earlier the day you had like a very nice lunch with a friend?
Oh man, I don't even remember.
No, there was just so much.
The only things I would say, general like memories, is half of the album I recorded in Portland. I finished it. I wouldn't say half. I guess sometimes I say that. Finished the rest of it in Mexico City, and I think that those memories, just being in the studio there in a studio par with the Chilean community that I met there, who all are just like amazing creatives, and not just Chileans, like a whole bunch of other people. But a lot, like those memories of just being like, oh, I'm in Mexico, I think I want to live here. I'm recording. Como eran cosas bien grandes. Como estoy en un estudio, estoy aquí, hoy estoy grabando en México. Como para una chicana, como eso es.
There's a different vibe there.
Those are my memories. Like, those are, like, hope I answered your question.
Yes,
like,
no, it did.
I have so many memories of like good days and when I go in the studio and I record that song, whatever. But I think more of the memories that are highlighted for me on this record are like the fact that I moved to Mexico and I had a relationship with part of the record there. And so I obviously have like, oh, I made this friend and I had to connect with this person.
That's cool.
I did that. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, and especially...
And every day was amazing for me.
Oh, that's great. And all the Mexican food.
Yeah.
Every day.
De todo.
Qué alegre. Now it's out and everybody can enjoy it. I've been playing Dibujos de mi Alma, Collapse, and now that it's finally out, Nunca is one of my favorite ones off that one.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
That's
congratulations. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. That's beautiful. Well, can you maybe give me a little details behind Nunca?
Nunca la escribí, no sé cómo es tu mamá or if you can relate with this, but like my mom has like such a strong resilience, such strong purity, innocence, right? Like she's had to like come to this country and like learn how to like be a person and like, renegotiate so much and she's gone through so much shit, still goes through a lot of shit, and she still has a smile on her face, and she's like, pues hay que seguir adelante. And to me, like, I look at her and I'm like, wow, yo por qué estoy aquí nomás, quejándome pues de esto me pasó y esto y el otro, y ella está ahí con, vida fuerte, que ella, no estoy diciendo que es feliz, pero la manera como authentically she's just like, pues hay que seguir adelante, mija. Like, I want to be able to like when I die, to be able to like have that same, sovereignty and like conviction and like, to like gone through so much shit and just to see it as like your companion, as like a teacher. And my mom is like that,
Wow.
Que bien la quiero proteger. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
and
really
like,
cool.
And us like giving her that voice in the times where she didn't feel secure. So a lot of the women in our community, especially the older women, are madrecitas and every, no. Y yo que pienso que no tuve oportunidades de expresarme, de ser la mujer que soy yo, mi mamá no, jamás.
Even less, yeah.
Y yo soy su comunidad, soy como la única in her peripheral that represents what I represent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
She gave birth to, like, to be her community and stuff. So that song is just talking about, just wanting to be more like my mom, and it's a song for my mom, yeah.
Wow.
And yeah.
That's
it's deep, but I don't want to go into it anymore.
Yeah, you just gotta listen to the song and take it all in. Pues, Luz, it was such a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming and taking your time. You're gonna head over to Santa Barbara now to play another show. I wish you luck. I wish you más éxito para este disco y más éxito en tu próximo disco cuando venga. You're about to play some songs right now into the studio. Can you let the people know what songs you're about to play?
We are going to play Collapse. We're going to play Crema de Melón, that is not out anywhere. I just wrote it.
Ooh.
And then the third one is Más Manos.
Excelente.
Okay.
Pues muchas gracias, Luz. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know why I just handshaked.
Because it feels good.
Right?
Because
Right.
it feels good.
You connect.
Te voy a dar un disco so you can actually have the one.
Lucha is out now by Bamba. Take it away. They're going to play a really nice set.